They won't see me blessed. Trying to take my blessings. They ain't trying to see me. Bless. Y'all need a fast remedy.
Of all matchup types, the individual with the
Dripping that water like I just been baptized. Smelling as big as you ain't even got me. I myself need an opinion. I'll ask myself. I might as well spend this little cash myself. Been out here getting this back myself. Putting the work in the trenches. It all worked out. Bench press. They like how I spit my sentence. Bars on lie. Sentence. Big old watch. Benton. I'm in another dimension. I could have bought, but I'm renting. Rather put that in investment. Turn up the vibes to the sun up. Too many bags that I got to run up. Every time I come up, I got all the. I got talking a wide selection. You trying to take my blessings. Get whatever you like. The math ain't right. I do numbers that gon' make your head spin. I'm the one that they call for the help. I'm the one pulling car get dealt. I'm taking my blessings. They don't wanna see me blessed. Why they won't take my blessings? Gotta put them boys to rest. They don't wanna see me blessed. They don't wanna see me blessed. Why they won't take my blessings? Gonna put them boys to rest. Bless. I can feel it in my gut, I'm gonna be super up. I can feel it in my chest, I'm finna be stupid rich. I got money on my mind, I'm talking stupid checks. I'm already blessed, when I get mine, I'm stupid blessed. I spend that grip, ain't saving, I ain't no Superman. I took that, I changed that, now she know who the man. I never lost, she still my sauce, she living through the man. She come right back and for me like two hands. I sent her out and she came back and gave me blue bands. I'm moving smooth, I don't think I know how to lose, man. I'm still that from the sector making moves, fam. You well, I'ma know just what to do, fam. They tryna take my blessings. They don't wanna see me blessed. Why they won't take my blessings? Gotta put them boys to rest. Bless. They don't wanna take my blessings. They don't wanna see me blessed. Why they won't take my blessings? Gotta put them boys to rest. Bless. Yeah, they ain't tryna see me. Yeah, they ain't tryna see me blessed. They don't wanna see me blessed.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live from downtown Minneapolis. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson alongside. David Aldridge is with us from the 4 tonight. Now here's Morant. Well, Greg, this matchup features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. And the layup's good off the glass. Morant's got his second bucket.
Closer in. Look, let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
Bain with the steal. Out to the right wing. Outside Jackson. Pass to Edey. And he goes in for the dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Even dating back to his high school days, Desmond Bain was overlooked as a prospect.
Yeah, he wasn't even ranked by any major recruiting services. That just lets you know that the scouts don't always get it right. Then he fell to the 30th pick in the 2020 draft. He's made a lot of teams regret passing on him. Sharing the rock. Part of what makes John Morant such a fantastic player is his ability to pass.
Pass to Conley. Right side, Edwards. Shot to stop the run. And Edwards with the stop.
Aggressive drive by Edwards, going into attack mode on that one.
Grizzlies off to a quick start here. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Morant looking around. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
Shot by McDaniels, no good. Memphis leading by 6. And Hall of Famer David Aldridge spoke with Chris Finch. David?
We talked about the big man, Jaren Jackson Jr., and specifically how to defend him. Coach said he's a guy that can score from all 3 levels. Our guys have to be on him and active defensively as soon as he touches the ball. Coach needs his team to bring the energy tonight, and we'll see if they can respond. Guys?
Thank you, David. And he can't hit the second. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Here's Bain. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Pass to Edey. Outside Jackson. Pocket 6. And another miss by Memphis.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Edwards, and he drives in. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Morant outside. And Morant throws it down.
Okay, I see you, Ja, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
And finished off by Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Gobert with the block. Into the lane. Up and in on the layup.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Up top, Morant. He's got 7. Here's Edey. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. The Grizzlies making a switch here. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. .112 left here in the opening quarter. Randle with the ball. Now defended by Bain. Here's Alexander Walker. That's in, coming off an assist from Randle.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randle with the right choice there, finding the open man.
Here's Pippen. And the shot is good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Clark up top. Here's Reed. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Why fade away there? Just making the shot more difficult, if you have to ask me.
.29 seconds left here in the first quarter. High post, Pippen. Here's Bain. Bain drawn the double team. A nice shot by Huff.
If you want to throw out of a double team in the NBA, you really have to sell it.
Here's Alexander Walker. That shot no good. Great D that time from Bain. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by 4. From
17.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Grizzlies.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And he can take off from anywhere at any time. Edwards always a threat.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Pass to Aldama. Memphis moving that ball around. And Richard, when it comes to Jaren Jackson, there's a lot to appreciate. My goodness.
Oh, I love that he can guard 1 through 5. Really a modern defensive NBA big man. He can go back to the basket or he can face up. He doesn't need the ball to make a huge impact.
You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Marc said, "I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me." Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
Inside, Huff. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And Memphis making a change here.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Outside, Edwards. Look at Edwards slotting home the 3.
And you have to stay up on Edwards out there, which is dangerous because he's so good at going right around.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Memphis leading.
Who's watching it?
Throws it up high. It's stolen by Edwards. One-on-one here. Edwards going all the way.
And you cannot deny Edwards' pure speed, running the floor like a man on a mission.
It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Minnesota with the ball, trailing by 2. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. There's a screen. He lobs it up. It's stolen by Gobert. It's Edwards on the wing. He's got 13. Second shot opportunity. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And if he gets looks that cleanly, Gobert becomes unstoppable. He makes good use of his body and just wills himself to a foul.
And he sinks the second.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Outside Edwards. McDaniels up top. 6 on the shot clock. Conley's shot is off. Memphis leading by 3. Bane, no good. There's 1:59 left in the first half. Outside Conley. To the wing right side. Randall outside. And here's Edwards from the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. Pass to Wells. To the inside. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Timberwolves trail by 5. 1:22 left now here in the second. Here's Conley, and he comes up with the deuce.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Morant. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Morant's got 6 in the quarter.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make him pay.
Back to Bane. Memphis moving it around. There's the pick. Pass to Huff. Over Gobert. Gobert with the block. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's McDaniels. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Stolen by Conley.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Wells with it. Pass to Huff. With 1 on the clock. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Grizzlies lead by 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. The Timberwolves trail. Pass to Gobert. Out to Edwards. For the lead. Traps in the tray. Edwards got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Timberwolves.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let Ant cook.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you gotta look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bane seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, with the Grizzlies' injuries last season, there was a lot put on Jaren Jackson Jr.'s plate. Coach Taylor Jenkins says he loves the challenge and the growth opportunities. Jackson said, you always work on everything. You work on your game because you love it. And if you get a chance to use it, great. Kevin, back to you.
And he's always working on his game. All right, David, we thank you for that report. And the Timberwolves with possession. A 2-point game. Here's Edwards. Oh, that's offensive interference. And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. It's a close game here in Minnesota. Now Morant. He's got 13. Gobert with the block. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Morant with it. Gobert with the block. And they get it back. And there's a whistle. That goes on Zach Edey. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Conley surveying the D. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Morant outside. And then Morant slams it in.
Oh, wow. Okay, John turning it loose. Someone throw that man some water.
Outside Edwards. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this fight. Oh, a little extra right there from Edwards.
That's how to throw it down with a flourish. Guys, windmill that baby home.
Oh, you're right, and he does it on the reverse just for good measure. Pass to Wells. Back to Morant. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
And here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Here's Edwards. Bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. And Morant gets it to go.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Outside Edwards. The muscle from Edwards.
And he's got more than a few ways to beat him. Edwards will be aggressive when he has to initiate contact and create the and one opportunity.
After earning the number 2 seed in the 2023 playoff, Richard, last season was a lost year because of all those injuries and other things in Memphis.
John Morant only played 9 games last year. Desmond Bain missed half the year. Marcus Smart out. The Grizzlies still have a lot of young talent and a very bright future.
Grizzlies making a switch here.
Substitution on court.
And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Grizzlies. They trail by 1. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Michael Conley picks one up. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
I'm liking the throwback approach. They're making use of the mid-range area and inflicting major damage there.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up. Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work in the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Bagley the screen. Puts the move on. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Now it's a 4-point Memphis lead.
Man, you're not going to pass up that kind of.
Edwards inside. Lets it go with a 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Now here's Jackson. Over Randall. And another basket for Memphis.
Nothing the D can do there. Jackson Jr. just staying focused despite their best efforts.
Pass to Edwards. Can they get it? And Edwards slams it in.
Extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
When he comes in there with that tomahawk, that's just too much force. Down low, Bagley. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Here's Edwards. Edwards with a tough shot. Memphis leading by 4. And here's Pippen. Pass to Jackson. Shoots a fader. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. It's the Grizzlies up by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. Here's Morant. Driving to the basket. Edey gets the bucket. Edey's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Grizzlies. Here's Alexander Walker. Outside Edwards. Over Bain. Second chance shot. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson down low. Back to Morant. Jackson with the screen. To the right side. Shot clock at 3. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
What a pass from Moran. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Some changes for Memphis. Time now to turn to our sideline. Reporter David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Now he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the three is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pass to Reed. Randall outside. Right side, Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. They grab their own miss. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Now, here's Bagley. To the middle. Here's Aldama. And Aldama slams it in.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Here's Conley. Yes, that goes in.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Now Pippen. Bagley the screen. Pulls up. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Pippen's got the lead up to 10 now for Memphis.
Works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Edwards, that's good.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Timeout, timeout. And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He's not taking any chances. It wants to huddle him up right away. Out to the right wing. Here's Edey. And he dunks it down.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Timberwolves trail by 9. From deep three-point territory. Dillingham, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
A kick out to Bain. Pass to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Edey. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
It's Edwards on the wing. And the three off target.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Edey. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Edey's got 12 points here in the second half. To the paint, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Not stopping that. Gobert from there is right around 100%.
And now the Timberwolves on the break. Now Dillingham. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Dillingham's got his first points of the game.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. It's Edwards on the wing. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Morant with it. Gobert pulls it in. Now here's McDaniels. And Edwards slams it in.
Get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
This is the right play by Conley, sticking with the motion and ensuring he gets to the line.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Edwards.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
Here's Edey. Gobert with the defensive effort. Left side, Edwards. Kept alive, Minnesota. .26 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
A shot fake by Edwards, a move we don't see a lot anymore, but it can still be very effective.
He hits the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Second team foul.
And no good is the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 7-point lead. And the Timberwolves call time here. They're down by 7. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them. So why not go down fighting?
Make some noise, fans.
For 3, Edwards. Rebounded by Jackson. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Poked loose. Stolen by Conley. So it's Memphis picking up the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Richard.